Good afternoon. I'm very happy to be out here in front of City Hall in historic downtown Gardner to mark a milestone. The city and the state government has partnered on the redevelopment of downtown Gardner for many years now. In the last 5 years, that's really hit the accelerator due to the leadership of Mayor Nicholson. But tens of millions of dollars have been invested from the city, the state, and importantly, and the biggest contributor, the private sector, in buying and repurposing and redeveloping buildings in downtown, bringing them back to commercial use, and importantly, back on the tax rolls. As you can see from this map, these projects include infrastructure improvements, improvements to the buildings themselves, additions of new park spaces in downtown, and the biggest single one, the redevelopment of Rear Main, which the city and state have been working on for well over a decade now. But with the demolition of the Rome Square block, nearly completing the redevelopment of the corridor from Route 2 into that entrance of downtown, we thought this was an important milestone to mark and take stock of the improvements that we've been able to make through this partnership in downtown Gardner. And we're nowhere near done. I wouldn't even say that we're halfway done. There's a lot of work to go and a lot more investment to bring to downtown. But we think this is a milestone worth marking. And congratulations we want to extend to the city of Gardner in this effort. And that really couldn't be done and certainly wouldn't have been done on the pace that we've been making without the partnership we have with the mayor's office, and in particular Mayor Nicholson, who, like I said, in the last 5 years since he's been mayor, has really punched the gas on these projects and the redevelopment of downtown Gardner as a whole. So with that, I'd like to bring up Mayor Mike to say a few words.
Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone, and thank you to GETV for filming today's really announcement of a milestone that we've been having here at City Hall. As Representative Zlotnick said, we really have a lot to be proud of the work that we've been able to accomplish together in Gardner, and a team with our legislative delegation, the City Council, our team here in City Hall. Really, this has been a full press effort to make sure that Gardner is continuing to move forward, particularly in our downtown. I think of where we're standing today, and just behind me is a building that 4 years ago owed the city of over $600,000 in back taxes that now is currently under construction to be redeveloped. And that's just one example of the work that we've been doing in the downtown. You look at the projects that we've had going on with Rear Main Street, the Rome Square redevelopment, beginning with when we had the new police station built over a decade ago, to the across the street where the lot is now being prepped for redevelopment, and having some type of future commercial use or some type of use that's not as run down and just an eyesore at the heart and entrance of our downtown like it used to be for years. And that's been the biggest goal that we've been having here, is breathing new life into the area, breathing a new sense of community, a new sense of pride, a new spirit of home right here in the middle of our city. And I really can't thank all of our partners enough for the work that we've been able to do to get to where we are today. You look at the projects that are on this map and looking at what we've invested into the city through our grant funds from the state and federal government, through our own funding that we've been able to provide for these projects. And then you match that up with the building permits that have happened over the last 3-4 years. For the private sector projects that have happened in the downtown, our investment has been matched by over $31 million of private investment here in the downtown, and that's right from the data that we get from the source, from the permit applications that we get here too. We've shown that when we invest in ourselves, we set the stage and set the example for others to follow and give them a reason to invest in us too, and that's really been the motto that's driven us over the course of the last year. So I really want to thank Representative Zlotnick, the members of the City Council, and everyone on the team for making it happen. And one of the most vital members of that team right now is our new Director of Community Development and Planning and the Executive Director of the Gardner Redevelopment Authority, Jason Stevens. Over his past 8 months, 7 or 8 months here with the City of Gardner, Jason's really steered the ship in the right direction and really, again, also put his foot on the gas to get things going and really make things happening here in Gardner. There's a lot of construction noises you can hear around us, and it's because of the work that he's done here too. So I'm very happy to introduce our Director of Community Development and Planning, Jason Stevens.
Thanks, Mayor Nicholson. As the Director of Community Development and Planning, I want to take a moment to express my genuine appreciation for the support and partnership that has helped us move forward with so many meaningful projects here in Gardner. From infrastructure investments, land redevelopments, to thoughtful, long-range planning initiatives, my department is always striving to not only address today's needs, but also laying the groundwork for a stronger, vibrant, and more resilient Gardner. I want to reiterate Mayor Nicholson's thanks both to himself, but also the Council President Tyros, as well as all members of City Council for their continued collaboration and confidence in my department's work. Truly, none of this work would be possible without your support. And because they still haven't learned that I will always take advantage of opportunities to give some well-deserved praise whenever they either put a mic in front of me or where they have me stand at a podium, I want to also take a quick highlight for my incredible team behind these efforts, because I am not a one-man department. They are constantly bringing fresh insight and energy to the table, and I believe Gardner is a better place with them behind many of the projects that you've seen progressing. It is a privilege to serve this city over the last 6, 7, or 8 months, and I'm excited for what's ahead, and I really hope you are too. I'm happy to invite Councillor Heglin up for a few further comments.
Thank you, Director Stevens. It's a real honor and pleasure to speak today on behalf of the entire City Council and Council President George Tyros. I do want to take a moment to thank Rep. Slotnick. I think his partnership at the state level has been so important for everything we're doing here in the City of Gardner and our changes, not only in securing grants or earmarks, but also in making sure that private entities who are investing in Gardner can navigate state departments and bureaucracy to bring these projects to fruition. And of course, our mayor too. When he assumed office 5 years ago, he brought a lot of needed vision and energy that I think we were sorely lacking in the city. And we saw those sort of seeds of growth be planted and nurtured, and they're starting to come about today. A lot of buildings have come down, a lot of blight has been renovated in our downtown area, new places have opened up, and it's been a really exciting time in Gardner. For me, the most development I've seen in my life and in my time here in Gardner. And Director Stevens, as was noted, in his brief but very intense time here, it's been a lot of work catching up on projects and bringing things to where they need to be to get done, fixing some things that needed fixing, and we're really proud of the work that he's doing. And of course, the City Council as well. You know, for our role, we have the benefit and the honor of maybe appropriating funds that are needed, but also infrastructural changes, whether it's transformers, street improvements, plumbing, wherever that necessary step is needed, we're there to approve those measures to make sure the city's being business friendly. I've looked forward to the work that we have ahead of us. I want to thank all of our partners in that, both private and public, and I'm excited to get to work. Thank you.
So thank you again for joining us, and I think the big takeaway is this really has been a team effort from the team here at City Hall, the mayor, the people who work here, the City Council, the state government, and all our partners there, and most importantly, the private sector investments that's really come through. And everybody just does what they need to do, whether it's picking up the sign when it blows over in the wind, or taking votes when they need to, or making sure that paperwork is processed in a timely manner. All those things are very important and vital. And like I said, everyone just picks up the ball when they need to and gets it down the field. So I want to thank everybody who's involved in all these projects, and thank you, the local taxpayers, for letting us do this work on your behalf. And thank you for tuning in.